Today's recipe is rice pudding. Come join me. Hey y'all, my kitchen is a mess from last night's supper. But, you know, I'm a mess. I don't know what in the world. I'm a mess. But later today, I'll get ready and get my makeup on and everything for church. But my kitchen was a mess from last night. And I actually even filled the dishwasher. I wasn't able to run it because of our water issue. I don't know what was going on with our water. I guess Brian said the pressure switch had gone bad. But anyway, I am getting ready for my little Judah to come. So I wanted to get my kitchen cleaned and get that out of the way so I can just sit and enjoy him. Y'all, I'm so excited he's coming. I'm so excited. I've seen him just about every day of his life. Because if she don't come over here, I go over there. There's only been like, I think maybe 2 days I haven't seen him. And I'm fixing to go a week without seeing him because our vacation. But, anyway, I'm so excited he's coming today. I'm like a kid. I am absolutely like a kid. And he's not just coming, I'm actually keeping him. And, so yeah, I'm like a kid. I remember my brother and sister were quite a bit older than I was. And so when I was young, when I was a child, they were having children of their own. So I'm not much older than my nieces. And so I remember when they were coming, when I knew my nieces were coming, I would be so ecstatic and so excited. And even my daddy sometimes would come pick me up. I wouldn't even know they were coming. And my daddy would come pick me up at the bus stop. And it would be a surprise. And he would have my nieces crouched down in the back seat of the car when he would come pick me up. And I wouldn't know they were there until I got in the car, and then they would jump out at me. Oh, and I just remember the excitement that brought. And oh my goodness. That's kind of what I'm feeling today about you to coming. I'm so excited. So anyway, I'm going to keep cleaning my kitchen. Washing his bottles. And I'm excited. So, I'm going to keep cleaning. Hey guys, I am still waiting on Judah to get here, so I thought I'd do a little preparation work on my rice pudding. What I'm going to do is I'm going to soak the raisins that go into it. I learned that trick in some cookies I make. I make some raisin oatmeal cookies, and you soak your raisins in the egg. Well, I'm not going to soak it in egg, I'm going to soak it in milk and vanilla. I'm not measuring anything except my raisins. My recipe calls for ½ a cup of raisins. So I'm going to measure out half a cup of raisins. Now when I get to making my rice pudding and I'm ready for the raisins, I'll drain this milk off. It actually won't go in with the raisins unless my rice pudding is dry and needs a little more liquid. Y'all, I had forgotten how good raisins were. I know when my kids were little, I would buy the little boxes that you could send in their lunch boxes, but I haven't bought that in years. I love prunes. Raisins are kind of like a little bitty prune, sort of. Or they remind me of a dry prune. And I'm going to make this a heap in half. Okay. Woo, splattering.
I just washed my counter, so I'm gonna pick them up and stick them in. So there we got my raisins soaking. I'm just gonna stick this in the refrigerator and let it sit till I'm ready to use it. And probably won't start the rice pudding until after Judah goes home. So I'm gonna stick this in the refrigerator. Looks kind of gross, don't it? Somebody might open my refrigerator and say, "Ooh, you got something going green in here." Hope they don't throw it out. But yeah. So there you have it. I will bring you back when I'm ready to make the rest of it. Okay, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the rice pudding started. And you're gonna need 2 cups of rice. And this is a 1/2 cup measuring. No, not 2 cups. Sorry, 1 cup. And I think a medium grain rice would probably work better, but all I had was long grain. So there's 1 cup. This is a 1/2 measuring cup. So there's our 1 cup of rice. We're gonna add to that 2 cups of water. And I'm gonna add to that 2 cups of milk. And we're gonna approximately 2 tablespoons of heavy cream. But I'm not really going to measure it. I'm just going to kind of eyeball it. And we may add more heavy cream later. Depending on how thick or thin it is. A tablespoon of butter. Tablespoon of butter, and a pinch of salt. Little piece of my butter wrapper left in there. So I'm going to get this on to boil, and after it boils, we'll put a lid on it and simmer it for about 20-25 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and bring it to a boil. Okay guys, while my rice is coming to a boil, I'm going to go ahead and get the other ingredients ready. I need an egg. But I'm not going to do anything with the egg right now. I'm going to use one of these. I have a room temperature egg over here. I'm not going to do anything with this right now, so I'm just going to stick it in there so it don't roll off. But this is sweetened condensed milk. I didn't quite, there's a wasp or a dirt dauber after me. I didn't quite use the whole can, but almost. And what I'm going to add to this is nutmeg, and I'm just going to add a dash, 2 dashes, and 2 dashes of cinnamon. That smells really good. And I don't know if this is a real cinnamony dessert. I don't know. Let me get some vanilla. I'm going to put a splash of vanilla in there. Like it's just about to boil over here. So I'm gonna put a lid on that and turn it down to simmer for about 20-25 minutes. This will set and just wait till it's done, and then we'll put it all together. Okay guys, I'm sorry. I know you hear the lawnmower outside. I have my windows open because I just love my windows open. It's getting a little hot, so I may have to shut them pretty quick. But I took the lid off my rice, and has a little more liquid in there than what I need in there. Let me show you. I don't know if you can see that good or not. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave the lid off. I'm going to stir it, leave the lid off, and let some of that liquid cook down. But it's almost perfect. In fact, this last little few minutes I gave it has actually made it just about perfect. So, we may get started. Okay, let's see. I'm not sure if y'all can see that. Hang on just a second. Let me readjust. Not sure if you can see that good or not. But anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the burner off. And that's about, I'm assuming, I'm talking about this like I know what I'm talking about, but I don't really have a clue. So I'm going to let that cool just for a minute. Not much, because you're going to have to turn it back, put it back on the heat. So I'm actually going to turn that burner back on and take it completely. I'm going to have to yell since the lawnmower's out there. But take it completely off the heat. And I'm just going to let it cool down for just a little bit. And then we'll add the other stuff. Okay, so I've let it cool a little bit. I didn't let it cool a lot because I need to keep it warm because it's going to cook a little bit longer. But so right now I'm going to add the sweetened condensed milk and the spices, the vanilla, the nutmeg, the cinnamon. Gonna add all that in and stir it up. And I turn my burner back on. So now the key with the egg is and y'all, can y'all see who's helping me cook over here? Y'all gotta see this. Look right over there. That's Judah. That's my little Judah bug. He's being so good. He's helping me cook. But anyway, the key to the egg is getting it well beaten. And I'm going to excessively beat this egg. And y'all, if you can't hear me, I'm sorry. It's the lawnmowers outside. And I'll try to remember to scream or to be a little loud. Okay. So I'm beating this egg up really good. And it was room temperature, which makes it a little bit easier. So now I don't want this egg to cook, so I'm going to pour a little bit in at a time, and I'm just stirring as I'm pouring, because I don't want that egg to cook. And I think it's cooled down enough to where it won't. Plus I put that other stuff in. And I'm going to put this back on the heat for about 5 more minutes. And let me bring y'all closer so you can, I don't know if you can see how this is supposed to be looking or not.
Say hey, Judah.
I don't have that egg stirred in yet, so let me get that all good and stirred in. And we can always add more cream if it gets too thick. I don't even know what consistency this is supposed to be. So maybe y'all can, at the bottom, send me some comments because I don't have a clue. I feel like I need to add a little more cinnamon though. And I can't get the cinnamon open. Gracious. I'm actually going to add a dash of more of nutmeg. I know nutmeg goes a long way, so. I hadn't tasted it. I was just going by smell. I don't know. Y'all, I hope this is good. Alright, so I'm going to put this back on the heat for about 5 more minutes. And we'll see how it turns out. Okay, y'all, so I let it cook a little bit longer, and I can't really tell that it's getting much thicker, so y'all, I don't know if that's the consistency of rice pudding or not. I guess I'll find out tonight at church. But let me drain the raisins, and we'll add those in, and I'll give it a taste. Okay, so now I'm going to talk loud. They're wheat eating now. So here are my raisins. I drained them. Get every last one out. Alright, let me go grab a spoon and I'm going to give this a try. Guess what? My phone's acting up again. Anyway, as soon as my friends try it, I'll come back on tonight and let you know what they thought and see if it's a good rice pudding. If it's not a good rice pudding, I'm going to say, don't watch this video. But anyway, we'll see. It's a test. I'll let you know tonight. See y'all later.
Look at my sweet pumpkin. He's so sweet. He's been such a good boy. Got his belly full. Now he's taking a nap. He's been wide awake all morning. He's just been so good. I wanted y'all to meet Judah up close. Nothing like it, y'all. Nothing like it. Hey, y'all. So we made rice pudding. And I carried it to the family at church, and they said it was wonderful. So, rice pudding was a hit. Although, I'm not really a fan. But I've never really had it before either, so. But it was interesting. But I guess mine was good. So, thank y'all for watching.